Welcome back everyone, Resort to Gaming here, playing Days Gone on the PlayStation 4. Now we're just clearing out some freakers' nests with Molotov cocktails. Now there are a large selection of freakers' nests to clear out throughout the game. Each area you clear out of freakers' nests will grant you the ability to fast travel to that area using your bike. And also fast traveling will consume fuel for your bike, so you will need to keep your bike fueled up. Now we're entering an enemy camp, enemy human camp here, one of many. As you could see there, they use freakers as traps when you're entering the camp. Now there are a few ways you can go about taking out one of these human camps, is by stealth or guns blazing or using the environment to your advantage. Now I'm not that brilliant at stealth when it comes to trying to take down one of these human camps. There's also a good selection of human camps throughout the game. This is one of many.
What do you think now, huh? Back, how do you like that?
And each camp is pretty much the same. It doesn't have much in the way of variation or variety, should I say. When you've taken down all the human enemies in the camp, you then have to proceed to find an underground bunker. When you locate the bunker, you need to climb down it and find a map within inside the bunker. Research the map. This will grant you a new craftable item to be able to craft. So it is pretty important taking down these human enemy camps. Now, like I said, there's not much variation between them. But there will be different enemies, human enemies, in each one. Sometimes marauders, or rippers, or militia, depending on which camp it is. Now these missions we have here that we're doing right at this part of the video, where you investigate the body and then it will highlight tracks as to where you need to go, a bit like The Witcher really. You use your sensibility to find the tracks, and then you get into one of these bike chases. Now every one of these bike chases are pretty much the same. There's not much variety between them either, but these missions are fast and fun. Just have to chase after the enemy biker and get as close as you can for your aiming reticule to go smaller. Now when it becomes a certain size, it will turn green, indicating that you can cause more damage to the enemy's bike. So yeah, you've got freakers' nests, you got enemy camps, you got those, I'm going to call them chase missions. We got skills. As you can see, there are a variety of skills we can unlock. Now obviously you will unlock more skills the more you progress throughout the game. And there's a good selection of inventory item menus, should I say. That's what I was trying to get to. Now this is a Nero building. There are many Nero buildings as well. Well, I say many, but there are a good amount of Nero buildings throughout the game. Each Nero building will have slight variety to them. Such as this one requires you to use your sensibility to find the footprints leading back to the scientist, and then you find his body, investigate, and it will continue to further tell you as to where to go, leading to this box here, and you'll find the fuse. Now this fuse is to be applied into the Nero building, and then you fuel up the generator. Another thing also, once you've fueled up the generator, don't forget to climb up the nearer buildings and cut down these speakers. As when you turn on the power, these speakers will blast out loud audio, luring in many freakers to your position, so don't forget to cut them all down. There are a few of them on these little outposts here as well. So there's slight variety between these Nero buildings as to how you go about to open them. Once everything is fueled, hit the power button and then you'll be able to enter the building. Now each of these Nero buildings will provide you with a Nero injector, which is this right here. And you can put up health, stamina, focus. I usually go for stamina for the first few times and then health after. You can also pick up medikits, bandages, micro recorders. You have a locker in the Nero building as well, and you can also sleep in the Nero buildings to pass the day to night cycle.
Something people. So I can booze or said. Hell of a way to go. Backed up at these checkpoints.
Now we're gonna go, this part of the video we're gonna go and do a mission for one of our camps. Now there are a selection of camps throughout the game. I believe there's like three main camps, maybe 4. Now each camp has different boss running the camp, which you can do bounties for. But there's not much variation between the camps. Each camp has a very, very familiar set pattern to it, and the way the camp is laid out.
Seems like he didn't leave until early this morning.
Well, Tuck, I don't run security here.
And there's not that much dialogue in the camps either. It would have been far better if there was more dialogue between Deacon and people within the camps, if you could interact with more of them and just make the game far more heavily dialogued.
Asshole, Limbo. He's a local.
Alki says they've set up shop at the old Forest Service.
I think that would have been more immersive anyway.
Yep, I know where it is, and
And they could have probably implemented activities in the camp you could do, such as maybe target practice or a slight assault course or something. Anyway, we're doing a mission for Tucker, the old woman who runs that camp. We're doing a bounty mission of hers.
okay.
Now on a bounty mission is very similar to when you're clearing out an enemy camp. Just got to take down the bad guys. Here I'm trying to be more stealthily and using our sound suppressor on our handgun also. And they've got backup coming in, but we're just going to avoid them, sneak through the bushes. Now using the bushes is highly important. It's one of the best ways to maneuver around the world undetected. Here at this point of the video I encountered some wolves. Now the wolves will usually hunt you in packs of 3, and they are quick. They can circle around you and rip you apart in no time. So it's best to have the focus ability. Now the focus ability slows things down, making it much easier to get headshots. Also to slow the wolves down, making it easier to take them down without them being able to jump you as easy.
Deke, you're always the one person I could count on to get things done.
Once you do these bounty missions, you obviously get rewards such as more trust. Now the more trust is highly important in the camps. In our camps anyway, because the more trust you have, the more you can unlock throughout the game. Here we have the merchant. And obviously this merchant has a variety of weapons we can unlock. We can only unlock them the more trust we have.
Yeah, I can upgrade that. Good piece.
You can also purchase more ammunition and sound suppressors.
Good choice. Okay, sure.
The more you progress, you can purchase health as well. Now bounties, these bounties are the ears you collect from off the freakers. And don't forget to hand in all the ears so you can unlock more trust. The kitchen is so you can hand in items you've collected, such as plants or animal meat, which will also put up trust.
Yeah, you all would have been better off out in the shit. Couldn't protect you from God.
So each camp is pretty much the same in the sense that they all have merchants, kitchens, bounties, etc, etc. You can also sleep in the camp, passing the day to night cycle. And it's very important to take down enemy camps and progress so you can unlock and craft new items. You always feel under-prepared in this game. You never feel truly over-prepared. So you always feel like each mission you do is so you can progress and just become more skilled at surviving this harsh world, because it is a very harsh, brutal world. The gameplay, despite its repetition and lack of variety, it's still a very fun, brilliant game, and I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's definitely worth playing, especially if you're online, so you can download the updated patch to sort out a lot of the bugs and glitches, because this game did have a lot of bugs and glitches. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I'm Resort to Gaming. Peace out.